Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's video. Welcome on into my beauty stash. I have 3 new complexion products that I'm going to try out for you guys today. A little high end. I think the new Tower28 foundation is on the lower end of the things that I picked up, but nonetheless, I am excited to try this one out. It retails for $36. There are 36 different shades, and we're going to get a medium buildable coverage with this one. Super excited. I'll share more details as we go through the video. YSL, excuse me, dropped 6 shades of this new cream blush. I mean, give it to the packaging. Absolutely stunning. Faux patent leather there. And then open it. You do get a little mirror. And then this is the shade I selected. This is 90. No, shade 90. Make Me Blush. I love it. It's like a copper red shade. Aces for presentation. And then the most bougiest haul of them all, or the item in this haul, $46. $56 with the new Dior setting powder. This is the Dior Forever setting powder, and I picked up the shade 01 Fair. You do get a puff. And I'm very excited because Dior is one of my ride or die complexion products when it comes to concealer, foundation. I mean, just about anything. I love their blushes, bronzer, mascara. YSL is also up there for me. I just love a lot of the products that they do, but they don't do them inexpensive. They do them pretty expensive. Tower28. I've not have Tower28 in my stash for a while. I've decluttered a lot of their cream products like bronzer and blush, just because I'm not really wearing a lot of cream bronzer or blush, but go figure, I pick up this one. I just wanted to test it out. So let's see how all this goes. This is going to be a 10 to 11 hour wear test on my 44-year-old normal to oily skin. Let me know if you picked up any of these products in the comments, and let's see how this day is going to go with this new makeup from Sephora. Okay, so I do not go in with any primer. That's how I've been doing my makeup for, gosh, maybe almost a year now. So we're just going to go straight in with this new one from Tower28, the shade that I picked up, and it's just so lightly printed. The shade I picked up on this one is 3 something, but it's shade 3, and I usually go more for neutral to warm undertones. So let's give this a good shake. It is in a frosted glass bottle. You do get a pump, and let's start pumping. Ooh, this is a very runny consistency. Ooh, okay. So I'm not going to pump anymore. I'm going to use my brush here and start applying. Now, this does say it is a serum-like foundation that is going to be long wearing. I believe it said 16 hours of wear. Hopefully we don't have to have our makeup on that long, but 16 hours of wear, very thin formula while still providing coverage. So already I'm thinking perhaps it could be a dupe for Drunk Elephant's camo coverage drops. I reviewed and tested that product last week on my channel, and it did phenomenally well. So here is what this side of my face looks like with this latest from Tower28. I do think that right now I see more of like a medium coverage rather than a full coverage, but it does say it's buildable. Buildable and hydrating. Let's move over to the left. Have a little spot there. Fortunately, I kind of picked at it last night, but let's see if we can cover it up. Now, I used everything that is on the back of my hand, so I'm going to pump out just a little bit more. It is leaving a radiant finish, at least on my hand and also on my face. And again, there are 36 different shades to choose from, available right now on the Sephora website. And actually, my package was supposed to arrive today, but it got here early yesterday. So here we are. I love testing out foundations. It is one of my most favorite things to do. And you know what I forgot to bring up here that I'm just gonna go get from the other room is my Tower28 concealer, because how can we not try them together? I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the Tower28 concealer. I ordered a new one earlier this year, and unfortunately I haven't really been using it. Shame on me. But this is how I apply my concealer, regardless of what I'm doing, testing out a new foundation or not. I'm gonna use my damp beauty sponge and just start blending that out. But this concealer has worked out really well for me. There's a lot of good things with the brand, and I'd probably still be using more products if it wasn't for the fact that I don't get to make as many videos as I used to. And also my preferences have changed, and I prefer more powder products, meaning powder, bronzer, blush. And I don't really wear highlighter as much as I used to. Like, I think I've worn highlighter maybe 5 times this year, and that was it. I just rather go for maybe a glowy blush instead. But yeah, it's true. As we get older, our preferences do change, and I have noticed that mine have as well. Okay, so I feel like now with the concealer, I have the lighter end of full coverage. I do think the foundation's buildable, but I don't know that you're going to get exactly full coverage out of it. I am going to go in, let's see, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. setting spray right here. This is the Power Grip Rose Setting Spray. And I do this before I do any powder products. Actually, I'm going to do it twice because we have that cream blush that we're going to apply. So let me just do a set now. Next, I'm going to go in with my Rare Beauty bronzing stick in the shade Always Sunny. Now we're going to go in with the blush. Again, this is shade 06. It wasn't 90. It was shade 06. I'm using my Rare Beauty blush brush. And we're going to start tapping up here by the cheekbone. Okay, now I'm just going to go over this with my damp beauty sponge just to make sure everything is blended seamless as possible. Right here, I have a line. This is why I'm not a cream blush fan anymore, or just cream makeup products. I just feel like they move around too much, and I get separation in my makeup, and I don't really like it. So I'm taking one for the team here. An expensive expensive cream blush, but I love YSL products, and well, just wanted to try what was new. Okay, my face is in desperate need of powder, and we're gonna go in with this new one from Dior. Again, I got the shade Fair, 01 Fair in this one. And I'll be applying this, of course, under the eye area, to the T-zone, and a light dusting everywhere else that I can. This powder says that it's going to be blurring, smoothing, and very lightweight. Blur the look of pores, which, yes, I need. And also blur the look of fine lines, which, yes, I will happily take that too. This powder is fragrance. It smells like, well, actually, I think they kind of removed the fragrance from the Dior foundations, if I'm not mistaken. but it does smell like it's a luxury product. You see right there? I just feel like cream products don't give me a smooth, covered look, and you can see the minor discoloration that I have. That's the reason why I stopped wearing them. Okay, so yeah, not really liking the way it looks in here at all. Over here doesn't look much better. And you can see that the cream bronzer is pretty much gone because I had to add powder. Just more reasons why I've chosen not to use cream products. So, do I even, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put powder all here, everywhere where I had the cream blush. And I'm going to go in with the cream blush again, now that there's powder down, and see if it'll even make a difference. Like, I really feel like I have to remove my makeup at this point because it just looks too patchy. Look, see that? No. Not even with a light layer of powder. It is just like accentuating my texture, pores. Not really what I want, especially because we're wear testing this foundation and setting powder. Guys, unfortunately, cream products just aren't for me. And while this is a beautiful shade, YSL has a good product. I'm sure this is going to work for some of you. This is just clearly not working for me. So I'm going to remove my makeup on the bottom half of my face, redo it, and then I will wrap up this portion of the video. Okay guys, so this is the completed look with a different blush. A blush, see, that's not creating texture or anything, and it is a repeat purchase from me from Bare Minerals. This is their bronzer, and this one is in the shade Kiss of Copper. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I just repurchased my second little compact last week from Ulta. So love it. Browser on. I am going to be creating a eye look with a new indie eyeshadow palette that has not yet been released. So I will check with you guys later, let you see how this face and makeup is holding up midday. And when I get home from work, I'll give you guys my final verdict. Unfortunately for me, it hurts so much because I love YSL, but cream blush just not going to be a winner for me today. I will see you all later. Hey guys, so here is the 6-hour check-in, 5-6-hour check-in, trying out this new Tower 28 foundation, the Dior setting powder, and oh, not the YSL blush because I took that off this morning. I'm looking a little shiny on my nose, and I can definitely see that this is a medium coverage foundation. I was wearing my glasses, Meta glasses, so that's why I have these little spots there. But other than that, I think the foundation looks nice. I would like to touch up, but I'm not going to since it's a foundation review. But I think it's a good shade match. And other than that, I think it's looking good. The Dior powder is laying really well under my eye area and everywhere, just on my nose. That is always the oiliest place on my face. A few more hours to go, and I will give you my final verdict once I get home from work. Okay guys, so 11 hours later, this is what my complexion is looking like with the new Tower 28 foundation. As you can see, still have the rub off, and right here from where I was wearing my Meta glasses, I feel like, I don't know that I like the coverage of this, and I feel like I got like, and I know when I tried the YSL blush earlier, which is going to be a pass for me, it got a little blotchy, and I feel like it kind of rubbed off in this area, a little bit down here. Definitely very shiny on my nose. It's a super lightweight foundation, I'll give it that, but I do think it's more of a light medium coverage than a medium buildable coverage. I think the shade was a pretty good shade match for me, and overall the texture, the consistency is really good. I don't really feel like it's accentuating any pores or anything that I have, but it definitely didn't keep me matte, and I'm a normal to oily skin type, so you're definitely going to have to touch up throughout the day. I think if you have full-on oily skin, this is probably not going to be the foundation for you. I think that the Dior powder helped. I really like the way my under eye area looks, but paired with this foundation, it did not keep my oils away all day long. But I think the forehead looks good. That's probably the best part about this entire makeup look. So I'm going to keep trying the Tower 28. I don't dislike it, but at the same time, I'm not going to give it 2 stars yet. It's definitely something I need to keep trying. The Dior powder, I'm like 1.5 stars. I'm going to keep trying it with different foundations and concealers to see how it works. Love the packaging of the Dior powder, and I love a lot of Dior complexion products. To me, that is a brand, a luxury brand that is definitely worth investing in if you want to get a good foundation and concealer. I have loved Dior complexion products for a long, long time. The YSL blush, unfortunately, is a pass for me, as have a lot of cream products been lately. That's why I'm not really reviewing a lot of cream products like blush or bronzer or anything like that. And I'm not really reviewing any highlighter palettes or highlighters in general. Those are just things, items that I'm no longer reaching for in my makeup routine. I'm sticking more towards powders and then just opting not for a highlighter in general. But let me know your thoughts on these 3 new complexion products I tried out. Packaging is aces, but sometimes that doesn't always equate to the quality that's inside the product. But let me know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink your water, and I'll see you soon. Bye.